Hey, Soggy Waffles is here. How's it going? Oh, days ago, huh? You okay? Tommy boy, what's happening? Testing, testing. That's good. I figure if I fall down the stairs, if all I hit is my head, I'll be okay. My legs, I'm worried about. Tommy, I just got your email, shamefully today, but we'll we'll bring it up later and talk about it later on. Hey, roll call. Kathy's here. All right. Hello, Bill. Testing, testing. Soggy waffles. What drama? What are we talking about? There's always drama somewhere, man. No, that doesn't strike a chord with me. I'm not sure who we're talking about. Dan will be here. That's cool. Mic check. Everybody can hear me. Uh, Dan sent me one of his pictures. I don't know when he sent it, but I just got it today. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. So we'll bring that up later on. Ah. Yeah, no, it sounds like sort of like an internet personality. I don't really get into people like that. I don't, you know, just being a furry. You know, I don't know what that means, and I know what it means, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't know what it means, and I certainly don't care about her religion or anyone else's. So everyone's welcome to their own. Just keep it away from me. Especially you. Oh, I shouldn't say that online. Never mind. I was gonna say, especially you, shoe booming people, but move on past that one. Yeah, I heard about that, Kathy. You know who just joined today is Tim. Is it Whitefield or Whitfield? I don't think, I'm afraid I'm always gonna screw his name up. But after all this time, he just joined the group today. I think it was one of those things where he like realized he wasn't even in the group, so he joined Bigfoot Input today. PFP. Any new PFP? Recommendations. I don't know what PFP means, so no. No recommendations here. Profile picture. You know, it's funny. I don't like the way YouTube works. You can barely see someone's profile picture, first of all. You know, so I really couldn't tell you any way you slice it what exactly your current profile picture is. But, hey, you know, follow your heart. That's all I can tell you. Oh, Kathy, I finished off that juice the other day. That was tasty. Billy Rob, welcome, welcome, buddy. Yeah, I like I know what furries are. I know that you know if you want to talk about mental disabilities, they're I think you know people view them as something completely different, but really that's all it is a mental disability or condition at any rate. But yeah, to spend that amount of money on something so frivolous. Now, if you just have money to burn and that's just how you feel about it, you know, go for it. But I look at furries as I'm gonna turn this music down. Like I'm yelling over it. I look at furries the same way I look at adults that wear diapers, like voluntarily, you know, and they have like pacifiers and stuff, big adult cribs and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, there's something deeply wrong. Like, yeah, yeah, just a little. Billy, what'd you think of the Codger video on our sister channel? I noticed that you had commented on it. Um, I do have a new video for that channel coming out. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. I don't know, Sunday. It'll be coming out in the next few days. I can't tell you what it's about though. Hey, hey, it's boxing fan whose name I almost get wrong each time, but somehow miraculously get right. I'm gonna do it again. Here we go. Carlos. I think I always get hung up between like Carlos and Luis, and I don't know why that is, but I think it's your name's Carlos. I always get it right. There you go. I always get it right. See, I remember. Just you know. I appreciate it, Billy. Yeah, I like that channel. I wish it was more successful, but I'll tell you, here's the truth about that channel. Bigfoot Input, we make a little bit of money on what we do, and I do mean a little bit. It's just enough money to go back into the channel and like maybe you know keep ourselves in microphones and devices and things like that that we need to actually do the channel. So it's not much to speak of, but Cryptic Input makes zero money. And I happen to love doing those stories. Like I really enjoy doing the stories as much as I enjoy doing Bigfoot analysis. But the fact is, as graphic as that channel is, because I don't go all out, but I don't hold back either. I mean I know limits about you know there's things you shouldn't talk about if you don't want to get banned, but I don't think that Google would ever monetize that channel. So it would be like a Mr. Ballin situation where you get like sponsors and you go to Amazon Music and you really go big that way. That would be the only way I would ever make money on that channel. And of course, the only reason I care about that is because I would like to do this full time one day and not work for the rest of my life. I'd rather do this. What channel? We have a sister channel called Cryptic Input, just like Bigfoot Input, but it's cryptic. Yeah, I used to have a link for it. I don't know if I still have that. Clipboard. Uh, no, that's Kathy's Bigfoot. One of cryptids. That's Kathy's site. All right, I'm gonna say I don't have it on me, but anyway, you can search it if you want. But yeah, it's cryptic info. I'll get the link here at some point. Basically, we tell dark stories. I think the tagline on the channel is "We don't deal in happy endings." And so basically, every story that we've done, which is probably like going on like I don't know 10 or 12 now, they are all. Some of them are paranormal. Some of them are just dark crime. Some of them are just accidents, weird happenstance. Each one's a little different, and they basically the common tie is that none of them have a happy ending. Bigfoot thirst trap. I wish I didn't know what that meant. I re- I'm like I wish I didn't know what thirst trap meant. It would be I'd be better off in life. I'd be in a better position as an adult. But unfortunately, I've been exposed to the internet. That was a good one, Carlos. You could have also went with Tool. It's a new Tool in town. That guy, they're holding Bigfoot expeditions down here. Well, they're holding them all over, but one of them is being hosted here in Florida. And I just have to laugh at it. I'm like, you mean to tell me that you, what, 12, 15 idiots are just traipsing through the woods, making noise and stinking and, just really just, I don't know, no emotional connection, just out there whacking bushes, and they expect to find Bigfoot. I find it pretty comical. What are you curious about, Tommy? Are you curious about the other channel? Uh, yeah, man. If you haven't checked it out, please do. Like I said, we don't have a ton of stories yet. Hell, my other phone went. There we go. I got too many phones. Oh, thirst trap. It's I don't know where the hell the kids came up with this term, but it just means like an alluring picture. Like if I took a picture of myself with wet hair and a what do you call those t-shirts? Like a wet tee. Like things. I'm joking, but I would never do that. But yeah, that's a thirst trap. Means like an alluring picture. Jakob. Yeah, of course. I want to hear a German joke. Is it in German or it's about Germany? Pretty much, Tommy. Yeah, pretty much. Soggy waffles. It depends on how much money you make. I mean, it always makes sense to have equipment if you make money on it. It just depends. Do you make enough money to surpass what you spent? So, oh boy. All right, I'm gonna walk right into this door. What is the difference between a sandwich and a baby? I don't know, Jakob. Oh yeah, yeah. Waffles. Like I said, if you can do it, man. I mean, 10K is a lot of money, but if it's gonna make enough money to bring it back, YouTube sponsorship wise, then cool. But that's a whole hide that user completely. And of course, remove that disgusting comment. I mean, I had the feeling when he said something about a German joke, but it's not really a German joke. I don't know, but anyway, it was disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, asshole. I should have kicked him. I knew it. I knew as soon as he said German joke that he was gonna come up with some bullshit. But ah well, I let it ride just to see what he was gonna say, and that's what he had to say. Brilliant. Sorry, I'm just curious. I'm looking at the other channel right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at the 12 videos. 12 videos on Cryptic Input. Gonna be 13 in the next few days. I'm gonna put up a new. Yeah, he did come out of left field. Like I said, he got me. Alright, let's get a little refreshment going here, and then we'll start looking at some pictures. I got a couple good ones this week, actually. Picked up a couple from Scott Loomis, different places. Let's start out with a little art that I picked up. Let's see if I can skim through here fast and not ruin it for later. Ah, yeah, I like this. I might get this framed. I've been saying that for a while. I have quite a few frames and different things I want to use because I keep having the. I'm not going to be negative and call it a delusion, but I keep having the dream of one day having a studio. And if I do have a studio one of these days, it'll just, it'll be decked out with cryptid artwork and dark paranormal stuff. Sean Langley, I have like 4 pieces of his art. I might buy more. He's very good, very good, and I like to hang up his work. But correct. That was I don't know if you, Tommy, if you ever had a Happy Dad. They're kind of like seltzers, but they have like a decent flavor. They actually taste like the fruit that they're supposed to be. Not bad. Trying to cut back on the beer and all the calories. Although, there's the beer. Not today. Some other day. I think it's fairly new. I don't think it's been on the market that long. But they're good. They have a 4-pack. It's like cherry, pineapple, watermelon, and lemon lime. And they actually taste like the fruit that they're supposed to be. They're pretty good. And I'm enjoying them. Oh, Dan Bozinka is in the house with his whiskey. That's good. I didn't get whiskey today. I got a little bit of light rum. But I didn't, no whiskey right now. Waffles, I think a burger is a sandwich, yeah. Just answer that question once and for all. So is a hot dog for that matter, but whatever. Yeah, do love Maker's Mark. Oh man, they have a high cask version. I think it's like Maker's Mark 42. Oh boy, some tasty stuff. Damn it, Kathy. I forgot the Mountain Dew again. When is this gonna happen? Nice, Tommy. Gentleman Jack. I haven't had that in a minute. I'll tell you what. don't lose. Here's what I'm gonna do, Kathy. Look, hang on. Yeah, I like Gentleman Jack. I'm gonna put Mountain Dew on my shopping list. Sorry for the silence. This is very important. I have to put Mountain Dew on my shopping list so I don't forget. Hmm. Can we get Baja Blast? I need to get some version of Mountain Dew that I can then give to other people because I'll never drink the rest of it. Like I could just get a 2 liter. I think that's the reason I didn't buy it. I was hoping just to stop by like a convenience store and get like a bottle, but I always forget. Hmm. Oh wait, here you go. I can get a 1.25 liter bottle for $1.48. I'll take it. There you go, Kathy. See, it's all but ordered. Next time, next time I order groceries, it's on. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I would get a 16 ounce, but that requires me to remember it when I stop at a store. And that's just not going to happen. Kentucky to Mark because Nice, Tommy. Going to Kentucky, huh? Um, sticky note. Then I gotta remember to buy sticky notes, Kathy. Come on now. This is getting complicated. Tommy, what is the place? Shit. Turkey something in Kentucky. It is like heavy, heavy Bigfoot activity. Turkey, Kentucky. Turkey, no, no, no. Maybe it's. What if it's not Turkey at all? Damn it. There's a state park in Kentucky that just has a ton of Bigfoot sightings. Let's see what we got here. Scott Loomis. Got a really weird print. I. Is that a dog? Is that a bipedal dog? God, I hate saying that, but is that what that is? Waffles, I don't know who you're talking to, but no, I don't play Minecraft. I tried. I honestly gave it the college tribe, but it bore the stones off me. I couldn't do it. So no, Tommy, not Mammoth Cave. I mean, that's the big tourist trap, which still looks cool, by the way. Don't get me wrong. If you get the opportunity to go there, I would go. But now this is one of kind of like out of the way state parks. Where it's had the word turkey in it, but with wild turkey and everything, that brings up a lot of search results. Let's do Kentucky State Parks. How long of a drive is that for you? That's got to be 8 hours? 9 hours? Now I'm looking for state parks. Carolina Falls, Natural. Is it Daniel Boone National Forest? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Still doesn't quite seem right, but if I think of it, I'll let you know for sure. Adventure Monty's in the house. Yeah, Bigfoot isn't real. What the hell's going on here? Your beliefs anger me. Oh, 4.5? That's not bad at all. Okay. Jeez, Kentucky's like at least 8 for me. Kind of too late for that, Carlos. I think everybody knows. Come on, guys. I need one opinion on this footprint. Somebody say what they think it is. It's a footprint in the snow. All right. Personal story time. So, I promise you that I am not near the intelligent, put together human being that I appear to be on this show. Okay. Cynthia says it's Dogman. Maybe so. See you, Waffles. Have a good night. So, last weekend, I went to the pool not my pool, a pool. I went to the pool last weekend. Didn't have any sunblock, and I was like, well, screw it. I'm going to go anyway, because I'm not going to miss out just because I don't have any sunblock. 5 hours in the Florida sun, ignoring the fact that I'm a pasty white guy. And I'm absolutely cooked. And that was a week ago. Like this is the next week. Just fast forward 7 days. I am absolutely cooked. Just red, stingy, itchy nastiness. Just ugh. And yeah, that's all. I'm just idly bitching. But but I'm kind of pissed about it. I didn't really do any aftercare, by the way. That's, not pissed enough to do that, but oh, hey, wait a second. Go back. I really hope that I can capture how cool this picture is. Scott Loomis sent me this picture. Monsters from Maine. I was thinking about you the other day, Monty. Um, Netflix, the next series of Monsters coming out, and they did. What did they do? They did Dahmer, which I think was the second season. Was Bundy the first season? I don't remember. Ed Gein is going to be the third season. And the dude that played Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy, Charlie, whatever, he's going to be Ed Gein. I will be tuning in. Wisconsin. You got the best murderers in Wisconsin. Wasn't Albert Fish from Wisconsin too? And Gein and Dahmer. I mean, you guys got it locked down, bro. Oh, that's cool, Cynthia. Thanks for sharing. Carlos, you don't see anything, dude. You don't see. I know it's dark, but this is like an eyeball with the pupil, and then this is the other eyeball. You can't make out a face. I mean, it's impossible. But I'll tell you, the picture in person is probably far more impressive. It keeps like refocusing. That might be a little better. Yeah, Ed Gein made cereal bowls out of his mother's skull. Other females too, not just his mother. But at some point, you have to, right? It's cold there. I mean, it's very cold, but you got to refrain. That's not good social behavior, you know? Monty, have you checked out the other channel, the sister channel, Cryptic Input? The next story is going to be about Adventure Monty in Wisconsin. I might might need you to do a little bit more to, beef up the story, but so I'm a total weirdo and I get that, but like if I lived in Milwaukee, or at least if I was in Milwaukee, I would go to the field where the building was that Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment was, and I mean I would just stand there just to check out the vibes, and capture any whatever is going on there. There's got to be something there. There's got to be a lot of like left behind energy there. Because I know they were gonna build like a memorial park or something, and they like didn't do shit with it. They just left it sit there. Yeah, I could do an entire separate channel on ancient civilizations and ancient tech, but I unfortunately don't have the time. you, you and I, absolutely. I'll take you up on that. We'll go to all the gay bars and have a few high lifes. Sounds like a good time. I mean, it's been a long time, right? What was that back in like back in the 90s, right? I mean, um, talking 25, 30 years, something like that. So I mean, you could probably make light of it at this point. I mean, I think once 20 years passes, the sensitivities should start to die. So maybe like those local bars should have like some Dahmer, themed drinks. What would be a good Dahmer themed drink? I immediately came up with so many inappropriate answers. Just like, just complete. I was like, that's not even. You can't do that. No, I can't say that. I have seen quite a few, Tommy. Um, I mean, I yeah, after I watched the show, there was a lot of like old sound bites that surfaced, and there's a lot of interviews with his father. I feel bad for that guy. Monty. I I opened a Pandora's box. I understand that. I did it. It's my fault. You guys can blame me. Um, that other guy though, he set the bar. We're not gonna reach for his standard. Yeah, I immediately after I made that statement about naming, Dahmer themed drinks, like, man, all like his victims were underage and stuff. I was like, nah, let's try to keep our hands above the table here. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, another Scott Loomis here, catching those eye gleams. Right. Tommy's got the wrench. He's got to use it on himself. I got to get Kathy to come over and moderate him. Moderator on moderator violence. Yeah, I don't. I guess I'm not even sure how to judge that, Tommy. It is interesting though. I've heard a lot of people talk about eye glow, which I don't particularly buy, but there's an argument for it out there. No, it's not eye shine, it's eye glow. Both, whatever. Micah, what's going on, bro? Monty. I don't think you were. I don't know if you were here last week or you dropped in at a weird time, but we were talking about Kathy's picture, the famous picture, the copyrighted one, and talking about how we had been sort of looking at it improperly all this time. So that was an interesting conversation. That went on for like an hour, just talking about how we think that there was two creatures in that picture instead of one. And it's kind of obvious once you look at it in a different light, but I'm still thinking about doing a video about that picture, just sort of set the story straight. You're talking about oh my God, why did his name just fell out of my head? Anonymous. What's his name? Shit. Scott. Yeah, you definitely got to ask Kathy, bro. I have no idea. I think you have to go to I don't know, you have to go to some office somewhere. Anyway, so the guy Anonymous had posted the picture, or gave it to us to show, and nothing really more came of it. There's not much more to talk about, really. Um, Unfortunately, the picture was just sort of, I don't want to say discredited, but a lot of people just attacked it as being a horse, being a cow, being a wild boar. It was everything but a Bigfoot, and I don't know. I kind of, we said our piece about it and we moved on. That's it. So, Billy Rob, what happened was last Friday. That was the day of our actual show. I couldn't be there Friday because I had a family thing going on. So I did an impromptu show on Wednesday, and then this show is the actual makeup show for missing last Friday. So the schedule is just all, but here we are. What kind of mix you're using, Tommy? These are the questions that I'm really interested in. Don't ask me why. I love whiskey, and I mix it with Sprite, Coke, cranberry juice, even ginger ale. I'm down. Micah, what does your name mean? Like UFO versus Micah. What does that mean? I've never asked before. Like RC Cola? Come on, bro. What are you, 90? You mix it with some birch beer up there, some sarsaparilla. Oh, I hate RC Cola. Uh, Monty, I try to drink a little seltzer when I do drink, because it's just healthier or whatever. I was just telling Tommy Boy, I've been drinking these Happy Dads lately, and they're pretty good. The flavors actually, they really taste like the fruit that they're supposed to be. They're not bad. White Claws, yeah, they suck. But you know what really pisses me off about White Claw is the case. The 12 pack is like $18, right? So now they came out with a non-alcoholic version of White Claw. You know how much it costs? $18. So you can get a pack of seltzer water for $3 or $4, or you can get a pack of non-alcoholic White Claw for $18. My God, the naivety, it just amazes me. I'm like, you really are gonna pay to have that White Claw can in your hand so nobody questions whether you're drinking or not? Just fucking amazes me. Look, Tommy, I'm already on the hook for trying Kathy's drink. I gotta try a Mountain Dew mixed with a beer. So as soon as I get through that one, then I'll move on. I'll think about getting some RC Cola somewhere. I don't even know if you can go to the store and buy that anymore, but I'll go look for it. Yeah, I do love some bourbon. Oh. The value prop. No, the value prop is not there at all, Monty. I totally agree with you. Okay, gotcha. So Micah is your like name, or at least your, we'll call it stage name, whatever. How was the Stain concert, Billy? I mean, I don't hate Stained or anything. In fact, they got a couple songs that I enjoy. I don't know if I go to see them in concert though. I just because I don't I don't like concerts. Like there, I do go to some concerts, but I mean, it's really got to be somebody that I really want to see. You know, Stained ain't on that list. That's what I'm talking about, Dan. Whiskey and Sprite. That's my jam right there. That is my shit. I would drink whiskey and Sprite all night well until you go to sleep. I remember one night. Oh my God! It was my birthday, so it was Christmas night, and my girl and my friends took me to God, Slayer. No, 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 not at all. Yeah, 7 and 7 for sure. Um, Took me to St. Augustine for the night, and it was Christmas. There really wasn't much open, so we went bar to bar that you could go to, and we ended up at a bar that's no longer open, and I was drinking PBRs and Makers and Sprite, two-handed, for hours. I was fine until I stood up. I remember leaving the bar, and we were walking down the street to get to the car. The next day I woke up, and there were pictures of me in a birthday hat eating birthday cake at the hotel. I don't remember anything from walking down the street from that bar. That was the end of my memory. Are you guys suggesting mixing whiskey and apple juice? No, Monty. That's a weird question. I think that yeah, I think Bigfoot has like come in and out of civilization in varying degrees of maybe not extinction, but varying degrees of population. Let's just say that at some point they were heavily populated. Then they lost some wars, were less populated. Food sources less. And so that they kind of come and go and come back and forth. I think right now we're just now starting to see an expansion of population, which is why the sightings are becoming more and more common. Yeah, I remember Zima. Remember they had the green and the blue? Yeah, I agree with you there, Aaron. A Ron. The veil is thinning. That's true. God, Zemus, I don't miss those. I kind of thought, yeah, I totally think apple juice and whiskey is weird. That's strange. Ancient humans of the Americas. You talking about like the Sumerians and shit like that, Monty, or are we talking about more like just Native Americans? Gotcha. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, that's written in a lot of texts. That, and it's funny too because the different tribes of Native Americans dealt with different tribes of Bigfoot. So there's some stories of where they're forest brothers, and they share and they live together, and then this and that. And then there's other ones of the forest demons that come out with the red eyes and they snatch their babies and women. So it's very different relationships depending on the part of the world that you're in. Yeah, yeah, that's some dirty alcohol too, man. It's all that like sugar and just shit alcohol. That's why I'll never drink Goldenschlager ever again. Damn, Kathy, you got me on that nostril thing now too. Damn it. Now, I back in the day, and I mean back in the day, me and a buddy, it was New Year's Eve. We drank a gallon of malt liquor, basically drank 4 quarts in a night. That's a lot of malt liquor, like whatever, I could handle it, but that was a lot. So I drank a gallon of malt liquor, and after you're never supposed to drink liquor after you drink beer, and I don't entirely know why that is, but I drank a half a bottle of Goldschlager after after a gallon of malt liquor. I was vomiting gold flakes out of my nose, and I woke up on a porch outside the next morning. That was that was pretty horrible. So, so to answer Aaron's question, what we're looking at here is looking at one eye here. Yeah. And then what we think we're looking at here is a nostril there and a nostril here. So this here is one creature, right? Then back here, we're looking at a secondary creature that's looking off in this direction over here. And it has a ponytail. Right there. A little ponytail. Which I don't think is weird. I think that, they've been around long enough to understand basic, little hair tie type of things like that. I think they understand a lot more than we think. But this is kind of a revolution that we had last week, last show. It was crazy. We've looked at this picture in a very different way for a long time. And we were able to, someone, I can't remember his name, someone interjected and was like, hey, I think that's two creatures. We started looking at it. And sure enough, Uh, Sorry, I'm laughing at Monty's statement. My dad taught me never to love anyone. They'll just leave you in the end. All right, I'm not gonna be a baby about that. Got a little Coors Light tonight, ice cold Coors Light. I'm happy about that. Looks like a seal. Well, it's in the middle of the Ocala National Forest, so I definitely say that it's not a seal. I think this is Sasquatch reanimated from IG. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Yeah, you missed that one. Sorry, that was last week. Uh, I'm still. I have a list. I have to drink a Mountain Dew and a beer for Kathy. I have to watch Harry and the Hendersons for you, and now I have to drink whiskey and RC Cola for Tommy. So I got a list going. It's a big list, but eventually we'll get there. Thank you, Tommy. You're a sweetheart. Um, yeah, I did. I did a very short, like, I started a series, but I never picked it back up. Basically, where I was reviewing encrypted movies, and it was kind of fun. I guess it's hard to review a movie when you're trying not to spoil the plot, though. Because basically all you can do is say like, "Oh, it was good," like, "Oh, it sucked," whatever. Doesn't matter whatever you say. It's not really helpful. Thank you, Monty and Tommy. Appreciate the support, guys. Apparently, I'm number one. That really warms the cockles of my heart. I think there was two of these, Aaron. Uh, it's the Harry Anderson's one. One day I will be forced to watch this movie. I'll force myself, and I may have to pay for it. So uh, these donations will go towards the Harry and the Hendersons fund. When I have to pay $3.99 for the movie, I have to buy a beer to go along with it. I feel like I just watched a movie. Yeah, Q and I watched a movie last weekend called Oddity. What a weird ass movie. Very cool. I would say horror-esque, although I was kind of creeped out. I wasn't really scared. But yeah, Oddity. That's a weird movie. Yeah, $3.99. I know. I've got it in my queue, buddy. It's ready to go. I'm about to fire it up. Not tonight, but when I got free time and when I'm not making these excellent videos for you guys. Dude, like I'm like seriously making content for 2 YouTube channels. I can't keep up with anything. Like I wish I had more time, to do. I'd love to do a video once a week. Like Mr. Ballin, like when he first started out, he was doing like 4 to 5 videos a week, which is insane. That's an insane tempo to keep up with. But I think he was like on a military leave. He had like money coming in, so he wasn't like working full time. But he did have like 2 kids plus, that sort of thing. But for me to work what I work and then try to do, try to make content for both channels, it's difficult. So my cadence right now is like once every 2 weeks. And even that's kind of loose. My hater count is always increasing. Love the haters. In fact, I'll read you. I would show it to you, but it's pointless because you guys can never see it. But let's see. This was one of my older videos. You guys, the real ones, probably know which video it is too. It was the video where I was talking about that creature that was laying in the snow. It was dead, and I surmised that it was possibly a big cat. I went back and revisited the video and then said no, it probably wasn't a big cat. But anyway, he only watched one thing and commented on one thing. But let's see. See if I can read this to you. Where is it? Strange Spotting. Shout out to Nick from Strange Spotting. You're awesome, dude. Where the hell is this? Oh, I hope he didn't delete it. So there was a snowshoe in the video, right? It was standing up in the snow. And I made the comment, I was like, maybe that's a snowshoe. I couldn't really tell how big it was and things like that, but I was like, it's probably, possibly a snowshoe. I guess I wasn't like serious enough about the fact that it was a snowshoe. And this dude, I really want to read his comment, not from memory. Your videos, I know what video it is. He says, well, anyway, I'll just tell you what he said. I can't find it. But he says, how the fuck do you not know what a snow show is? And I was like, like I'm from Florida. Like I've never seen a snow show. And then I had a guy a while back, about a week ago, the guy told me that I didn't know what I was talking about, I shouldn't be doing this, and not to quit my day job. Well, I have a day job. This is not my day job. Like, I did not quit my day job because that actually makes me real money. This doesn't. So, yeah, it's just a little harsh for considering what I do. I'm like, I don't really make a lot of money doing this. So anyway, I guess everyone just always kind of is under the opinion that you owe them something, so. I've never seen that, Dan. It looked a little weird for me. But who's asking? Micah? I am in... How can I put it? I'm in the sale of coatings for an area of Central Florida. I'll put it to you that way. I think that pretty well answers what you're asking me. Yeah, I don't let it get to me. You know, when I first started this, I did. I really got upset about shit like that. Now I find it funny, and if they come at me, I'll actually pin their comment to the top of the video because I find it very funny. Unless they get personal with it, then that still pisses me off, you know. And I'll just block them from the channel or whatever. I don't interact with them and go back and forth. I just get rid of them. But thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope one day I do this full time and you know, um, they can do what they do. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea, Aaron, to do a whole episode on hateful comments. I mean, it would it would be pretty funny. Um, so yeah, there are some that I wish I had not have deleted, frankly, because now I look back, I'm like, that's hilarious. But I just at the time I was pretty sensitive. Back of the house sounds delicious. I mean, existent right now, Monty. Right now, I think 10 is your limit. I'm not saying that there wasn't 12 at some point. Dan, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the donos, guys. Appreciate that a lot. It helps build the channel. We have to pay for certain things like video editing programs and microphones and turntables and cocaine and all that. But appreciate it. Yeah, I think 10 is the top. I think that at some point in history they were probably 11 and 12, but I think like right now probably 10. I'm sorry, Dan. Do you want it back? Like I could donate it back to you. I don't want to take all you got, buddy. You're like, yeah, maybe so. I mean, there's parts of the world that we just don't step foot into, man. I mean, if Loch Ness Monster exists somewhere, probably, and shit that we couldn't dream of exists in Antarctica, there could be 12s. Totally. I forget where this picture comes from. I'm gonna have to find that out before we put it out there. It's pretty cool though, right? To find out who it belongs to before we do a video on it. I think Kathy's disappeared. I think she fell asleep or something. She got bored. She's like, screw those guys. I get things from Wisconsin probably more than people would think. I get a lot of footprints. People sending me pictures and video prints. Some dude, I don't know where he was in Wisconsin, but he sent me a video of prints from one side of the river that then picked up on the other side of the river, which I thought was pretty cool. It's like started here, probably one step in the water, maybe two, and then another step on the other bank. So there's definitely activity, any rural type area you go to. I'm wanting to come back to Pennsylvania. I don't think we're gonna travel this year. We just put my oldest boy in college, and between the move and buying him a car and just a lot of things going on financially, I don't know if we're going to try to vacation this year and go north, which we normally do go north. I think Vermont. We had our eyes on Vermont um, last year. We went to Pennsylvania, and we said maybe next year we'll go to Vermont. But anyway, also northern Michigan is definitely on the list. But you know what scares me? Like northern Michigan's one of those kind of winter type things. You should go in the winter. But I don't want to get stuck in some damn snowstorm, man. I got to drive through the snow. Uh, ugh. Frankenmuth, North Michigan. Anyone been there? Muth, Michigan. It has like the United States' largest Christmas store, which my girl's freaking out about, And then come to find, it's a Belgian architecture type of town too. And then come to find out, they got Bigfoot activity around the area. Of course, it's northern Michigan. I'm not surprised. Yeah, Frankenmuth, whatever. So I'm thinking about going there, but I don't know if we're gonna go this year or not. But let's see, Boundary Waters. Man, those dudes, tell them to get a shoulder camera, like a back-mounted shoulder camera. If you follow any Scott Carpenter stuff, that's how he caught whatever he caught was an opposite mounted shoulder camera. So, from what I understand, this little homie here uh, shot a deer, and he was kind of low key getting stalked by this creature here. Let's see if we can't get a better look at it. Like right here. I don't know if that's like a little guy right there. And there's something else going on back there too, but I think this dude here is the focus. They're probably a little pissed. That was probably their dinner. Yeah, I think so too. Like Bigfoot was pissed. I'm gonna get my mouse off there. Sorry, but he was stalking that deer. It's like shit. Yeah, right, Monty. I mean, it's easy to say like, oh, I wish I had a Bigfoot encounter, but do you? Yeah, do you wish that? Because I mean, some encounters we hear of are like nice. It's like, oh, he looked at me and we shared berries or whatever, and then other ones, you shit yourself and run out of the woods screaming. Yeah, Micah, I posted that video a while back. That was wild. Because they said that they heard that pig screaming, and then I think they said that they caught the footprints going over the hill. So this thing just ripped that pig in half and threw it to like different sides, and then walked down the hill to get away from those guys, which I think were hunters or just campers, one or the other. Um, I don't know, man. That whole thing was wild to me. Hello, Christian. Welcome. One day, when I have a stupidly, wildly successful show, I'll have someone that fetches my drinks during the show. You know, I won't have to actually stop the show to go refill my drinks, but here we are. So yeah, they just walked up on that Bigfoot, just fucking that boar up, you know, and then it just left. I'm not sure the purpose of ripping it in half, other than maybe thinking, well, if I come back, they might only take half of it if I tear it in half, you know, something like that. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Grab you one while you're at it. Damn, man. I thought I was the host of this show. I thought people were grabbing me drinks. Apparently not. I gotta get my own. Yeah, Dan, if you go back on our channel, I don't know. I can never really tell you how many episodes to go back, but it wasn't that long ago. Like, it was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Um, there is a video about it's titled like Yowie rips boar in half or something like that, and it shows you the whole video of what these guys came across, and you can kind of they don't tell a story, but you can hear by them talking what happened. You know, and they hear this boar screaming. They kind of run towards it to see why it's screaming. Next thing they know, they're tracking these big ass footprints over a sand dune, and this boar is ripped in half and thrown to either side of this dune, and they don't see a creature. You know, but it's a wild video, man. Oh, this one's Dennis Hurstad. You know, I really like Dennis's stuff, but honestly, sometimes I'm just like, what the hell is that? Uh-oh. Got a technical difficulty here. Okay, I think we're back on track. Sort of. So my point with Dennis is like, he always catches cool stuff, but it's like, it's not always something that you can just easily discern what it is. Damn, Monty. You always coming with the hard-hitting questions. I think so. Yeah. I think that with my current belief that they are subterranean, meaning I don't believe that they just live on the surface. I think they like live in cave systems and stuff. Yeah, I think they've probably been here longer than anyone else. At least, you know, humanoid type creatures. So caves. What are we looking at here? What is this? Queensland, Australia. The hell am I looking at in this picture? I don't know. I don't think I see it. I may have added this one by accident. I don't think I see anything in this picture. Of course, then again, I'm not really in a position to really analyze this thing. This is a Yowie. Okay, this is the picture I was looking for. This is a Yowie in Australia. Somewhere in Queensland. is. It's okay. The picture is that blurry. It's not the camera. Saw Kathy throw out one LOL there. She's preoccupied tonight, sorting through video or whatever she's doing for her next groundbreaking picture or video. You know, there might be something going on up here too. Just saying. Looks a little conical up here. Maybe. The group leader is busy tonight helping her son with the printer. Speaking of son, Kathy, I just finished that juice you gave me a couple days ago, 3 days ago. Very tasty stuff. You know what else? No hangover. That was really clean stuff, you know. I don't know exactly the science behind all that, but man. When you open it up, it smelled like Fruity Pebbles. But I was like, man, it's either like strawberry or peach, maybe. I don't think it was strawberry. I'm gonna go with peach. Squash. It was squash flavor. I wouldn't have picked that. 'Tis the season, I guess. You get your gourd shine. Interesting. Not in a million years would I have chosen that. It was cool though. It was a little complex. Kind of smelled different than it tasted, and it was good stuff. Yeah, it was the gift that keeps on giving. That's right. Yeah. Why not, right? It worked. It was very good, very smooth. This is a good one, right? I don't know. Like I said, it comes out of Australia somewhere. I think the poster was anonymous, though. Could you hear me texting? Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking to Q while I'm doing this. So let me ask you this, Kathy. Off topic, like anything is on topic, but how did you enjoy our little, I'll say county, since you weren't in any particular town, but how did you enjoy your stay in our area? Anything, any takeaways? Yeah, yeah. I would imagine Beach Patrol. It's hard to get them to respond to a human, let alone let alone a bird. But did you get off the beach and like do any fishing? Go to any rivers? There's a lot of rivers around. Did you get make it to Bulow State Park? That's a nice area. So this is a weird picture. Although I don't know that it's Sasquatch related, but seems to have like two boys walking, and this creature is this like art? Caught in 2008 by my dad's deer cameras. I mean, okay, it is in the ghost paranormal section, but how bizarre. I find it hard to trust pictures these days because of AI, but well, that's good. At least you caught something. That's cool. Yeah, I don't really catch fish and like keep them to eat. Like if I find myself fishing and the random occasion that I do, I usually just toss them back. Which has got to be a weird position for a fish, you know? It's like, shit, I was abducted by aliens earlier and they put me back, you know? Yeah, you're right. AI is getting good, and I'll tell you what. I think I have a picture in this reel that I believe is probably AI, but people are claiming it's real. I'll tell you what. Let's take a pause for the cause. I'm gonna let you examine this picture, and when I come back, I'll show you the picture that I'm talking about, and we'll talk about it. I'm gonna get a refill on these drinks and talk amongst yourselves. Topic: Sasquatch is neither a sass nor squatch. I need to get a new topic. For the regulars, that like we've already talked about this, man. You know, so I'll be back momentarily. Make sure I didn't just lose my mic. No, I'm still here. Mic check, mic check. Wake up, we're back. Let's zoom out and make sure it doesn't have. There you go, Kathy. 12/28/08. You know, I tell you, that's not a differentiator for me though. This is all very easy to fake. You can add this text and this little picture here at the bottom. You could add that very easily. I just don't know what's going on in this picture. You know, it looks like a couple pilgrims. I don't know. I think those are fives, aren't they, Kathy? I'm getting old. My vision's not that great, but ah, bitch. Sorry. All right, let's move on. Tortured you guys with this long enough. I kind of like this picture. It's an older picture. You know, I'm going to say this, and everybody can take it however they want. I have nothing against Boise Bigfoot. I mean, I like those guys. I support them, actually, as best I can anyway. But I don't like when people put their names on pictures. I know they took... Hang on, let me get it for you. They took this picture, and they ran some filters on it, and they changed it up a little bit so you could see it better. Whatever, very simple stuff. But then they put their name on it. We did this. Well, I guess, it's technically true, but it just seems a little, I don't know. I don't put our name on stuff. Like, if it's not my picture, I just don't put my name on it. I'd rather call out whoever took it. But anyway, that's my soapbox rant. So let's see. Maybe did they say? No, they didn't really say who or where it came from. But let's take a look at it anyway. Get close in on it. Move this camera. Bring this down. One more time. Okay. There we go. Now, deliberate. That's one of Steve's, like Steve Isadel or whatever his name is. Isadol. The How to Hunt guy. And like his, or like somebody sent it to him his, because I don't think he's ever had a picture that was actually his. I'm not saying that I have, and I'm not getting on my soapbox there. I'm just saying. Gotcha. I think it's a pretty good picture. I like it. I mean, yeah, it's a little blurry, but it's cool. You guys remember that kid Soggy Waffles that was in here like an hour ago? Kathy was here the first night we ever got overran. And it was the first time we'd ever gotten like completely overran by 12-year-olds. He was the reason. Like, he talks a lot. I think he's a kid. He talks like he's an adult, but I don't think he is. I think he's like maybe 12. And yeah, the first night we ever just got completely overran by 12-year-olds, it was because of him. And he invited like all of his friends, like just spam invited everybody, and they just all stormed in. And I was kicking people out all night. He's a nice kid, but I'm pretty sure he's not. He's just like 12 years old. Asking me what his profile picture should be. I don't give a shit. I have no idea. Alright, let's see what else there is to see. I don't know if Dan's still around, but I think we have one of his pictures on here too. That's Dennis Herstad. There's that one. This one is Dutchy Beliefs. I haven't heard anything from Dutchy in a long time. But this is her picture, nevertheless. Alright, you go for it, Dan. I know I have one of your pictures here eventually. That was the one you emailed to me, so I'll definitely get to that one here soon. I got one from Tommy too that I thought was interesting. I wanted to ask Tommy some questions about it. It's just some weird light, but still. Mm-mm-mm. So this one, I don't bother asking permission when it's on Bigfoot Believers because that's just that site is a complete excuse me, a complete free for all. But I thought this was interesting. So she said that they threw this log down to block them as they were walking or something to that effect. And then she took this picture. I'm saying she. According to my memory, it was a she. Like, what the hell is going on right here? Like, yeah, I see this big. I see all that. Yeah, I get it. But this is wild. It's like a little Yoda. Yeah, could be. Maybe something. Hey, Diesel, welcome. Sure, buddy. No problem. Zoom out. Let me move my camera. There you go. There's a zoom out. Not a full zoom out, but yeah, Kathy, I have that picture that you sent me. I haven't actually had the opportunity to dissect it yet, but I did see what you're talking about. Let's see, what is this now? Dennis Herstead on Bigfoot World came up with this. I think is super cool. How cool is that? That's nice. Dennis Herstad gets those shots. I mean, I've seen some of his that are like undeniably Sasquatch. But then he gets some that are like, what the hell am I looking at? Like you're looking at something, but you don't know quite what it is. I think him, uh, Catherine Norris, and of course, Kathy Westerman all have photos just like that. Or some are like, yeah, that's a Bigfoot, but then others are like, what the hell am I looking at? What is this now? Let's see. Oh yeah, I thought this was cool. This was posted anonymously, so I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna ask permission if it's anonymous. But look at this shit. This is wild. Like I'm not gonna get stupid with it, but it almost looks a little feline. It almost looks like some cat man. Like I said, I'm not gonna get crazy with it. I'm not gonna suggest that, but it's wild, right? I mean, look. Yeah, okay. So that's easy, right? We got an ear sort of poked up here, which honestly, if I'm frank about it, rules out Sasquatch as far as any story I've ever heard. Looks like you got maybe a folded ear over here, but this one especially. Very regular human-esque nose, mouth. There's even like a stripe in a beard here, or at least chin hair, if it's not a beard. I don't know. To me, it looks like a freaking lion man. Very confusing. And I don't like to go too far out on the limb there, but I have heard hundreds of encounters of Sasquatch, and absolutely zero of them have ears, at least protruding ears that you can see. So, hey, I don't know. I suppose it's possible that that is not a part of the creature. Maybe it's like some sort of part of the tree behind it, which almost makes more sense to me. Here's Dan's picture. I knew I had it. Let's adjust our camera. There we go. Dan, if you're still with us, I made it. Delineation? I don't know what that means, Monty. I consider myself to be pretty fluent in English, but I don't know what that means. Ugh. Dan, do you have any backstory to this picture? Like, do you know? Did you know it was there before you took the picture? Did you just take the picture and then find it later? Did Miguel find it for you? Because he'll do that. It does have almost enough red circles. Just almost. Oh, Myaka State Forest. Cool. Never been there. Obviously, I mean, I know of it, but I've never been there. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, yeah, I'm aware of who she is. Okay. Well, hey, good. She did. I think it's a good catch. Yeah, because I honestly think it's some. If you look, if we can get beyond all the circles, obviously. Actually, you know what, Dan? If you have a still shot of this without the circling, I'd love to see it. Because sometimes what happens is when people start circling like this, first of all, it only draws attention to one area, where there could be other areas, such as, sorry, just gonna, such as this area right here. We could be looking here for something else. But anyway, so you sort of lose focus, and then you sometimes circle over things that you shouldn't. I can see right here, see this part right there where my mouse is? That is the head. It's the left side of the head, his left. And then it goes up into sort of a cone shape and then comes down on this side. And then as you come around, you've got, chin, mouth, little nose there, hooded nose, conical ridge. Not conical. Yeah, I did that last time. Anyway, the eyebrow ridge right there. So yeah, if you have a copy of this picture without the circling, I'd love to see it. But I think that what we're not doubting is that this is a Sasquatch, or a skunk ape, if you will, being that it's in Florida. He looks sad. Yeah, he doesn't look happy. It's hot, I mean, it's Florida. It's so hot out there. He probably needs more like a bottle of water, you know. Um, that is the general consensus that he looks sad. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys are so emotional, like in tune to these guys' emotions. He does look a little sad. Yeah, but obviously take your time, Dan. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying, if you have a non-circled version of this picture, I'd like to see it. It seems like there's more to see there than just this one guy. He looks sad and old. Jesus. He looks like me. It's like looking in the mirror. Poe, welcome. Oh, well, cool, Aaron. I'm glad that you got the chance to see that. Um, Obviously, we all see different things in different pictures, but this one is just very clear. You can see that little mouth, like you guys are pointing out, the frown. He's just not happy, and then you can see one nostril here at least, so we know that that's a nose structure. Yeah, Poe, I remember you. You were here, I think, just last week, and maybe the week before. And then we have the cranial ridge. God, I keep calling it a conical ridge. It's a cranial ridge. And then you can see the head right back here of the actual cone-shaped head. So, very cool picture, Dan. Thank you so much. One day when this channel is, rich and famous like BFRO, you can say that it was your pictures, that helped build this channel. I won't pay you anything for them, but you have my undying gratitude. Okay, guys, here is the picture that we were talking about earlier when I said about AI. Of course, this picture is being defended by certain people. But let's talk about why it's AI. I mean, why? Come on. Either this is AI or it's the best Bigfoot picture ever taken, right? So, yes, it's very convincing as far as, like, being a real creature. Yeah, he did take a mud bath. Let's look at things about why it's possibly not real. First of all, I'm not saying that Bigfoots aren't capable of grooming, but you would think his hair would be a little longer than this. Like, who's cutting his hair this short? And on the top here, who's cutting his hair? Plus, he has this really slick mustache, you know? I just don't know. That's a bit much. So let's get into the real reasons. Okay. So, real reason number one, his nostrils are two different sizes. Two completely different sizes. Well, you're getting logic, whether you like it or not, Monty. You take it. Yeah, he got into a fight a long time ago. Okay. So, short hair, weird. Different size nostrils, weird. Mustache, weird. I don't know why he's all covered in mud. Not questioning that. He is in a mud field. Again, guys from Boise Bigfoot just slapping your logo on anything. It's not your picture. Stop doing that. So, not to be too much of a perv, but we're seeing zero genitalia here. Zero. Although that does seem to be like another foot there. But let's look at our number one reason tonight that this is AI. Number one, let me move my camera. Hold on. There you go. There it is. We're going to look at this hand. AI has problems with hands. Not sure why. But one finger, two finger, three finger, four finger, five finger, six finger, and so on. There's a lot of fingers on one hand here. So we're going to say that it's fake as shit. And I think what Monty said is true. If you intuition speaks. It says this is fake, but we want to talk about why it's fake. What'd you say? What'd you say, Monty? Disregard. We're disregarding. Alright. So that one's fake. We know that. Monty sideways. It's okay. It happens. He's a white girl wasted on those White Claws. I laughed at this. I thought I'd share it. So move my camera back far enough so you can read it. Caleb, welcome. Bigfoot Input is back. I didn't know we went anywhere. Alright, I'm not holding that for that amount of time. That sucks. But it says sleeping with your feet outside the blanket increases likelihood of monsters by 75%. That seems like a logical number. Unfortunately, I have a genetic disposition from my great grandmother where I have to sleep with one foot outside the blanket at all times. Living in constant fear of shit. Hang on, we got Spanish, guys. Fear of being hit up by monsters. All right, hang on. Yeah, you gotta sleep with one foot out, man. I don't know who these guys are just sleeping under a whole blanket, you know. Hmm. It's not working right now. I'm sorry, Ricardo. No habla español, or at least muy poquito. It's a Bigfoot no S on mono, no S terrestre cambia de forma y se hace invisible, no ciento. I don't know what that means. Like, I know a little bit what it means, but mucho, mucho gracias. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Let's see what else we got to look at here. This is art, obviously. I think we're circling back around to where we were at the beginning of the show. It's been a really big show. Any Ed Sullivan fans out there? Anybody old enough to know who Ed Sullivan is? Sorry, Ricardo. I can about half make out what you're saying there, but let's see if I can do this. Hang on a second. Really big shoe. Really big shoe. Enter text. Can I? Hmm. Here we go. No S on mono. Damn it. No S on mono. No. It's not working. I hate translators. Sorry, dude. You have to speak English. Yeah, I don't know who drew this, but it is really incredible. I mean, I think Bigfoot are definitely primates. Whether they're like an older species of primate, it's hard to say really. But I think it's pretty obvious that they are partly primate. This is from Scott Loomis, by the way. Monsters from Maine. Yeah, I think it's partly that. It's also partly just, it's really hard to say something exists that most people don't believe exists. You know, it's like me telling you, well, I buy, you know, I buy yellow grapes all the time. And you'd be like, no, the fuck you don't. You don't buy yellow grapes. That's not a thing. I'm like, psh, they're right next to the blue bananas. And you're like, you're out of your fucking mind, bro. Like that doesn't happen. So it's hard to come out and say things exist that people don't believe exist because of their narrow scope. You know. So yeah, it is difficult. I think face change in a span. No speak Bigfoot. Hmm. I don't speak Bigfoot either. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna show you guys this picture one last time, and then I'm not gonna be up too much longer. Like 10 o'clock is probably my limit here, but let's look at Bigfoot World. Kathy Westerman, Andy Frame. Let's look at her picture one more time for the evening, and then I'm gonna switch over to some older pictures that we have um, before we shut it down for the evening. But this one, since I have this one, it's so convenient. We'll say convenient to look at. But I am seeing what you're seeing, Kathy, with the nostrils. You pointed that out to me in a text. I see, like I used to think this was just the whole nose structure, but I see now that this and this are the nostrils. So yeah, great catch on that. Hairline here, eyeball, nostril, and then big brother or mom or dad to the rear with the ponytail. Super catch, the pick that keeps on giving. What? Mr. Time Capsules? Yeah, well, he definitely has a ponytail. I mean, we've seen this before, though. We've seen, like, um, creatures with, like, things in their hair, like adornments and things like that. It's not really that weird. In fact, I swear Dutchy Believes has a picture of a Bigfoot with sunglasses on, but that's a different story. But I don't think it's that weird. It just depends on their level of human interaction. think like I'm just gonna speak to the monkey or the elephant in the room, the monkey in the room. I think that everyone's like waiting on Mr. Time Capsules to say something else. so, so we can all quite figure out what the hell he's trying to say. Like, that's Caesar. Like what does that mean? Caesar what? Um, anyway, just throwing that out there. Did you guys see that the producers of what the hell is the lion guy or the tiger guy, the Tiger King guy? What the hell that show was, Tiger King? The producers are now working on a similar version of that show, but that involved chimps and monkeys, apes, that sort of thing. Kathy, I don't think I have you on my TikTok. I'm gonna have to go. You know what the thing about that is though, is that I mainly have TikTok on one of my phones, and that phone like took a shit, so I'm waiting to put it in the shop because that phone. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but like my Bigfoot Input like opening screens are not as they don't have as much variety as they used to. It's because I lost that phone, and that phone has hundreds of art and different things on it. So I need to take that phone into the shop and have the. It won't charge, and it's pissing me off. So I have TikTok on that phone. Is my point. So when I get that phone back, I'll go add you on TikTok. All right, let's take a look. We have other stuff. We'll find another. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, like I said, when I get the chance to get my TikTok back, I used to post on there all the time. I just don't post that much anymore because I lost that phone, and I do want the stuff that's in that phone. But look, I post on TikTok and Instagram only to promote the YouTube channel. So if I said I missed it, I'd be wrong. I'd be lying to you. I don't miss TikTok. I don't miss Instagram. Even having that shit is just such a time suck. But I used to use those platforms to post the YouTube videos, and it garnered more traffic. That and Reddit, and it just, I don't know, man. Once they were gone, I was like, oh, well, they're gone. I didn't have to use them anymore. Monty, how many White Claws have you had? I'm interested. I want to know. I think, I think the world wants to know. Really, inquiring minds, at any rate. I'm betting 7, 6 to 8. If he doesn't answer, he's passed out, and that's probably more like 12. This is a screenshot from the Freeman footage. Well, you talk about grainy. This was back in the 90s. But incredible footage. West. Haven't heard from him in a while. All right, hey, Ron. Thanks for coming by, man. Join us next time, 2 weeks from now. All right. Monty never responded. He's passed out drunk. We'll have to send a wellness check at some point. Who's near Wisconsin? Well, folks, I feel like we're coming near an end here. Dan, thanks for joining us. Good luck in your archery tournament. I hope you shoot the shit out of whatever it is you're trying to aim at. I feel like people spend their Saturdays doing shit that is cooler than what I do, you know? I typically work on Saturdays, but that's by choice. I don't have to work on Saturday. I just, I like taking Mondays off because fuck Mondays, you know? So if I work Saturday, then I can take whatever days I want off, you know? But an archery tournament, that is something I have never been to. I would probably suck on it. At it. Maybe both. You know, for the longest time, I have not been able to figure whether this picture has any legitimacy to it at all. But it's so weird. It's so weird that somebody faked this. Like, how did you fake this? I don't know, man. It bothers me. It haunts me. All right, guys. I feel like we've reached our end for this evening. Let me say goodnight. I'll catch up to you guys in 2 weeks. I don't have the date for that on the top of my head here, but it'll be, what's the day, the 20th. So it'll be somewhere around like the 4th, 3rd or 4th next month. I'll see you guys in October, I guess. Um, Sounds good. But either way, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Thanks for everybody for joining. Thanks, Kathy, Tommy, Monty, wherever you are, asleep. Carlos, Dan, everybody that joined. Thank you very much. All right. This is J Mac, and we out.